Charge on. But today we're here about another exciting sport event. So 5 months ago, we had the opportunity to announce that the U.S. Olympic Marathon Team Trials were coming to Orlando. How about that? And the route will go right between the Dr. Phillips Center and City Hall and 26 miles around the city and have, I guess, 4 loops. So you'll be able to see the runners a number of times come through this pathway anyways, right between the 2 buildings. And that's what happened in February. We'll be able to line the streets and cheer on the best runners in the entire country. I want to recognize Mayor Deming and colleagues. Mayor Demings, if you could wave to everybody. Let's see, I see Commissioner Stewart, Commissioner Burns, Commissioner Sheehan, and I know I saw Commissioner Gray somewhere. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Let's give them a nice hand. So this is a great milestone for Orlando. The Olympic trials have never been held in the state of Florida before. So I think that continues to add to our significance as the best sports destination city in the entire country, Orlando. So we're prepared to welcome the athletes and the spectators, but we also want to showcase our vibrant, welcoming, diverse, and inclusive community, and we get that opportunity. There'll be worldwide coverage of this event. So it also drives economic growth, and as I said before, helps us showcase that we are the destination in this country. Doesn't hurt that we're also having the Pro Bowl that weekend. We'll have the marathon on Saturday, have the Pro Bowl at Camping World Stadium, and just to add to it a little bit, Friday night we'll open Judson's Jazz Club over at Dr. Phillips Center. How about that? Pretty big weekend. So these types of events can't happen without the power of partnership. So I want to thank the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, John and Betsy Hughes and their great staff at Track Shack, where I get outfitted for all my used to be running shoes, now walking shoes. Our great partners at Orange County who are with us through thick and thin, and of course our City of Orlando team members who are making this event such a success. And Jason came up to me last night at the game and complimented our city staff on how well they have worked. So city staff, everybody that's a staff member of the City of Orlando, would you raise your hand and let everybody? So I invite every Orlando resident, anybody that's within the sound of my voice, which I assume is beyond just the rotunda here, because
at Duke Energy, we deliver electricity and so much more, like free home energy assessments, rebates for energy-saving improvements, payment options to help you better manage your budget, and even bill credits for helping the community use less energy. So no matter what you're doing, we can help you make better energy choices every day. It's just another way we bring power to your life. How much can you save?
Hosting an event of this magnitude is a true regional effort, and there are so many people to thank. I'd like to recognize several key stakeholders who have given their time and talent to support this event. First off, Mayor Buddy Dyer, thank you for your vision, for your unwavering support, and of course, project. To the City Commissioner, thank you for your support. We know how grand the size and scope of this effort is and how it'll impact so many of the residents within our great community. Mayor Demings, thank you for the investment. Your Board of County Commissioners for investing in this project. It doesn't happen without you and without your support as well, for sure. I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Visit Orlando, by Cassandra Mate and her team, Mario Bass and Danielle Hollander and Mike Waterman. Universal Orlando Resort, Mark Woodbury and Karen Irwin, thank you for hosting our welcome reception earlier in the race week. to Kathy Ramsberger at the Dr. Phillips Center for Performing Arts as we look to activate the entire Senate Plaza lawn. To the Downtown Development Board, David Berea and your team, thank you so much. To our official medical network provider, Health, Andy Gardner, Jackie Hayter, Lauren Poppy. To the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority, Kevin Tebow and Tom Draper, thank you. Funding from the state of Florida through the Florida Sports Foundation, Angela Suggs. Sharon Line Clary, the chairman of our Greater Orlando Sports Commission. I know that we have a number of our board members here, so thank you all for joining us today and for supporting our team and the mission at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission. I want to thank the folks at Event Transportation Solutions, Populous, AMI Graphics, and Andy Frame. I want to thank Jason Maddox and Derek Frederickson at Coca-Cola Florida, Steve Garrity at Highwoods Properties, Tiffany Homler-Hawkins at Lynx, Ivy and Mike Cromwell at Relax Grill, Chris Carmody and the team at Gray Robinson, Mike and Katrina Harris with Uproar PR, CHLA's Robert Agrusa, our NBC affiliate at WESH, John Soaps. I want to thank the team at the Orange County Center, and then, as the mayor mentioned, the time, energy, over and above the call of duty that the City of Orlando's staff has helped to assist our small team at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission. I want to thank the individuals and leadership at the Orlando Police and Orlando Fire Departments, Traffic and Engineering, Communications, Economic Development, Parks and Recreation, Orlando Venues team, Alan and Craig, Technology Department, and of course, none of this happens without our technical advisors and partners, led by John and Betsy Hughes, the brilliant team at Track Shack, and lastly, our team at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, Jen Lastic, Brent Nelson, Mike Kalinich, Gary Cohen, and so many others within our team who are helping this event become what we know it will be, a historic event in the history of downtown Orlando. We're thrilled that the event will be broadcast on NBC. We encourage all of our folks that can't be here to line the streets to tune in. Check your local listings, of course. And to that, for the fans that will be able to, the spectators that we do expect to come out, hundreds of thousands of individuals to line the streets and cheer on these elite athletes, we encourage you to start with the finish line up by Roslyn Avenue near Amelia Street, the finish line on Roslyn Avenue near Washington and Lake Eola. Of course, Senate Plaza is going to be activated. We're going to have a Taste of Orlando and a fan fest on the front Senate Plaza Arts location. And of course, right here at City Hall Plaza on Orange Avenue. Mayor, I think you might have the best view of them all from your balcony. But definitely look into all of what's going to happen. Check all of that at visit Orlando2024trials.com for all the latest updates. And we have been getting some calls and emails. We do expect to put some tickets on sale for the grandstands at the finish line, so look for information on that as well. The benefit to our community is somewhere in the neighborhood of about $12 to $15 million worth of economic impact. The projected media value of an event like this is north of $25 million, but more than just that is the opportunity to host a significant Olympic qualifying event, as these will be the 6 athletes that represent our country at the Paris Summer Olympics. And without the efforts of our friends at Track Shack, without the efforts of our partners at USA Track and Field and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, none of it would happen. So thank you to all. It takes a village, and we've got the best village in the United States. Thrilled to be with you all. And what we'd like to do, if we could, is we have, as a token of our appreciation for Mayor Dyer and Mayor Demings, we have a couple of gifts. We'd love to do a photo op in the front here before we introduce our next speaker. It's my pleasure to introduce.
Catch a wave of excitement with the new Guy Harvey $500,000 Florida Cash Scratch-Offs, featuring tons of cash and one-of-a-kind promotional prizes. Get yours today. The Florida Lottery. It's your ticket.
From track and field, from Track Shack. There's a lot of track going on. John Hughes, come on up.
It's hard to believe. Yeah, we were just here a few months ago. And now it's... I'm going to say a few things, or I'm going to be thanking a lot of the same people, but it's because of the amazing amount of work and effort that's gone into this. So thank you, Jason. Thank you, Mayor Dyer, Mayor Demings, and our commissioners. Because hosting this event would not be possible without the great partnership of the City of Orlando, of course, Orange County, the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, Visit Orlando, and our Track Shack team. It's just been incredible to work with everyone. I can't begin to show my appreciation to Natalie Casey and Kim Bruno, and of course Betsy from our team, and all of our staff, as well as the Go Sports and the city staff. Again, I may be redundant, but if you knew all the days and nights of hard work that have gone into this so far to ensure that this is an event that these athletes are never going to forget. I was mentioning earlier in an interview today, it's very much like a marathon runner. There are months and months of preparation, and particularly for these amazing athletes to get to this point. Well, trust me, it's been months and months of preparation to get this course, to get the city and county and security and everything to make this happen. Our expertise stems from over 45 years of producing world-class events with the finest events team anywhere. We have produced over 1,000 running events, including 3 world record performances in the early 1990s. But I will tell you this has been the most challenging event we have ever embarked on, but it's going to be phenomenal because of that. Together with the City of Orlando and running industry experts, we did create an incredibly fast and safe closed-loop course that we already know the runners love because they were here in December. These elite athletes came, and this is what they actually said. This course gets me excited. It's beautiful, flat and fast. The course is going to be fan-friendly and fair for the athletes. Orlando is ready. So the course was created to set up the athletes for success and to keep them safe. The fans and spectators will appreciate all the different opportunities, the different areas where they're going to be able to view the event. The Orlando Police Department has worked diligently, believe me they have, to create an extensive safety protocol for all our athletes and the community. And we are already preparing for the athletes' arrival. We have a whole concierge team that has been put together. Each concierge takes several athletes and helps them with everything that they might need. We're in communication with them daily right now, whether it's on their travel arrangements and even assisting their family and friends so that they can enjoy the Orlando experience. So over 1,500 volunteers have been trained and are ready to welcome our athletes and visitors. The host hotel has worked diligently to create delicious and diverse, I like that, delicious and diverse menus to support our athletes' nutritional performance needs. So yes, Orlando truly is ready. Our community is embracing the Olympic spirit, and we all look forward to February 3rd when history will be made right here on the streets and here in the city of Orlando. So it's an exciting time. And like we were saying, anywhere in this area, you're going to see them come by 3 times and then finish down on Roslyn right past the band shell. It's going to be fantastic. So now it is my great honor to bring up, this is the first American in the '96 Olympics in Atlanta. Betsy and I and our family went up there to watch this young man run in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. He's Floridian, so he is not only first American, first Floridian. Grew up in Winter Haven, went to high school there, and Betsy and Keith went to UF together, but more importantly, we're proud to call him our friend, Keith Brantley.
Thanks, John. I want to thank Mayor Dyer and the City of Orlando and Mayor Demings and Orange County for their investment in the running in this event that means so much to the community and to the Olympic movement. I typically have a prepared talk like this, but I think it's important for everybody to understand here that this event is probably one of the greatest events that can happen for an athlete who's a marathon runner. You toil for years and years and years to get to an event like this. And, keep this number in mind, 1.5%. Of all the athletes that are starting, only 1.5% will make our Olympic team. The other 98.5% will leave here in Orlando, probably a little disappointed, but they'll recover, they'll come back, and in 4 years they'll run another Olympic trials. I know this for a fact because I did it 3 times over 12 years. I made one Olympic team at age 34, probably the oldest American to make the Olympic team. And in the end, what you're giving these athletes is an opportunity to showcase their talents, their abilities, and their dreams. Growing up in Winter Haven as a little kid, meeting John when I was 15 years old, having him bring me my first pair of spikes, it set in motion a dream that I realized in 1996. So those 1.5%ers, those ones that will make this team, they're going to come away from Orlando representing the United States in the Olympics in Paris. And it is probably one of the greatest gifts you can give to an athlete. So one thing that I love about this course is the simple fact that while they've been training for 4, 5, 10, 12 years, some cases 20 years, to make the Olympic trials, in relative obscurity, in many cases almost poverty, to be able to come here and train in front of you, or race in front of you. You're giving them the opportunity to see them several times on this course, and this course is fantastic for that. We train, you think of the lonely distance runner. Well, this is their opportunity to be seen, to be screamed for, to be cheered for, and this course is just fantastic. I cannot thank the city, John, Hughes, Jason, Siegel, for putting together a course that is so fan-friendly, it is athlete-friendly. You've done a fantastic job. So thank you very much. Thank you for giving these athletes the venue that they deserve. I'd like to bring up Jim Young from the City of Orlando. Thank you.
Thanks, Keith. Good morning, everyone. As Keith said, I have the opportunity today to update you on the city's planning for this historic event in our great downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. As the mayor mentioned, Orlando has a long history of hosting large-scale, high-visibility sporting events, including the All-Star Game, numerous bowl games, the NFL Pro Bowl, the 1994 World Cup, and so many more. We leverage that experience in our planning for this historic event, the Olympic Marathon Trials. As a city, it's critical that no matter what the event, we work to ensure minimal impacts to our residents, businesses, and the daily operations of our city, while also providing attendees with a positive experience and enjoyable time in Orlando. The key to these plans includes communicating with our community so that they know what to expect and how the event may impact them, those attending and those not attending. Additionally, we know that our media plays a vital role in getting this information out to our community. So thank you for being here today and helping us spread the word. So now I'm going to get into some details. This is where it gets a little point by point, so bear with me. So with large-scale events like this, there's going to be impacts related to travel within the area. For those in the area, for those coming to the area, and for those trying to leave the area. So in our planning events, we want to make sure that those impacts are as minimal as possible. We'll be present on the day of the event to make any needed adjustments. In addition to personalized mailings sent to our impacted locations, we've also established a website, a dedicated email, and a hotline so that residents can both receive information and reach out to us directly with any questions or need more information. The access is available now. That webpage is orlando.gov/Olympic road closures. That's orlando.gov/Olympic road closures. The email is hello@orlando2024trials.com, and the dedicated hotline is 407-385-1511. We want to encourage our residents to visit the website early and ahead of time so that they can provide any information or feedback, and we can provide information on how to work around the detours. On the day of the event, we'll also activate our Emergency Operations Center. That day, the community can also call the info line at 321-235-5438 from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. with questions or concernings regarding the race or needing directions. Our staff on the ground will also be available to assist people around the area. So again, in planning for large-scale events, especially this, throughout our downtown locations, we know that different locations are impacted differently. Those are due to the course map and the timing of the race. So what the city did was took the initiative, we broke down the entire route into 10 different specific zones, and then each of those zones are also broken into 3 levels. And we also have that map available on the website. So as I mentioned earlier, letters have already been sent to these locations in these areas. So each level, if you're in a level 1, it means your business or residence is along the marathon route, and road closures will restrict all vehicle access to that location during event hours. A level 2 designation means that a business or residence is along the route, and at least one of the vehicle access points to that location will be impacted. However, vehicles will have access through some of the designated detours. And finally, a level 3, that there are delays and detours which will impact vehicle access, but however, will maintain that access for vehicle and pedestrians throughout the event. Most of these areas will expect these impacts, the road closures, the detours, and delays, starting around 5 a.m. on Saturday, February 3rd, and lasting to approximately 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., depending on your location. So it may be necessary for some to relocate their vehicles outside of the road closures should they need vehicle access during the event hours. A second letter will also be sent next week to those along the route with more specific information, as well as alternative parking locations nearby their location. That information will also be available on the website. Beginning at 9 a.m. and continuing throughout the duration of the race, pedestrian traffic along the course will be limited to designated pedestrian crossing points. This access applies to all zones along the course, and more information will also be on that website, again, orlando.gov/Olympic road closures. So I want to echo and thank the speakers from today, as well as I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize Christina Moya from our Special Events Division, as well as Tanya Wilder, our Transportation Director, for their support, Mayor Dyer, Mayor Demings, our City Commissioners, Track Shack, and Go Sports for all of the support and partnerships we've been able to work through all of these planning processes. And I know it's been mentioned before, I think, John, the months and months of the planning for this is really vital in ensuring that this goes well and remains well for everyone attending. So we're extremely excited to be part of this history-making event and the opportunity to support Team USA. We strive to make sure this is a seamless event for our community, and that's why I'm here today, and once again to stress that as a city, this is one of the critical core functions that we perform. So we're very happy to have the opportunity to update our community, and we're committed to continuing to provide updates and information because we understand that communication is key. So with that, go Team USA. And
we wanted to move back home to be closer to his family. We decided to go with pods because things were stressful enough.
We weren't sure how long we were going to need storage for, so we needed something that was flexible, and then they can deliver the container to wherever we move to.
We haven't found the perfect house yet, but we're still looking.